Yeah, these two exponents are right up there too. It's really got the established in Harrison, the Declan, the new kid on the block. Matt, I mean, this should be another great showdown.
Yeah, new kid on the block. Literally, he's on his block, but new to this world stage. He did get a third place up in Noosa in the 2020.
Well, we're on a break. This is Harrison Roach, Matt, on a 6.83 score.
He would have seen Parney's left, and that got 8.73 that was rewarded, and he would have licked his lips. And Harry's on one of the only pintails of the whole event, and what that pintail allowed him to do is hopefully connect those buttery transitions and put that rail to work. But it also nose rides too, and he sets hands in the air, just de-weighting, gets the 10 over, and 4 steps back into the carve. Setting this one up. The pintails can, when you pivot the pintail a little bit, it can react a little bit negatively, but Harry's kind of cautious of that as he hits the bottom of the trough. You can sort of see it snap out there and sort of slowing it down. But well-placed wave. Nice one to open up with, that's for sure.
And he backed it up right here with this replay, Bugs.
Yeah. Harrison, well, both Kaniali and Ben, the backhand, it was pretty much close there, apart from that barrel section for Ben, the left.
And it's a pintail though, so that smooths out those aggressive pivoty changes that a pig will give you. And here we have Harry just pulling out of that under priority, so not a mistake by any means. He's just trying to feel out those rights. As we see Harry swinging into one. Beautiful perch 10. Great tip control. Straightening out on this one. We'll try and link up that reform.
Yeah, talk about dead man. The great late David Batty-Trelaw took me over there on a 10-foot day in 1974 with no leashes. And I tell you what, that was an adventure.
Here's a replay of Harry's. Notice that first step Harry did was actually larger than his second step towards the nose, and that's an alternative to doing the big. Yeah, that wave has a mind of its own out there. And here's Declan. Quick 2-step up to the nose, critical nose ride, shuffling back into a huge power gouge. That one looked like Shane Herring.
Sure did. A good comparison right there with the turn.
Squatty kind of stance and hands up. It was full on rail, and yeah, that was definitely a hero sort of Declan jump up to the nose. See this, and he's bang. Just a little idiosyncrasy. Here's that power gouge, bang. Trent Munro, hero, definitely some elements there. Maybe even a little bit of rapid in that one.
What?
So it feels really good just to be into some powerful surf, and to be in the final is mind blowing.
I know you got a lot of support back at home and some family. Did you want to check in?
Yeah, if I don't cry, but yeah. So much support from everyone at home. It's unbelievable, like the messages and the belief, it's amazing. So thanks everyone. Love you, Michelle, Lucas, Lila, Levin, Lucy, all my family.
Harrison Roach, Bugs.
Yeah, he's on his backhand again. A bigger wave. This is, as Matt said, I mean, sometimes the camera doesn't give, credit how big the waves are. You look at it from the beach, you go, oh my God, and on the camera it looks very civilized.
And this is the one we saw Declan swimming for his board, just getting stuck up high on that wave.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty bad miss, pretty bad fall.
And here's Declan under priority. Very lively all week. Declan's just been showing so much energy throughout these heats, and I think in this last 10 minutes, Harry definitely can't let his guard down, because Declan will either try and chip away with 2 scores, or he's got the potential to get that in one excellent range wave.
Yeah, it's the home of Gidget.
It's the home of Malibu surfing.
It sure is.
Of Californian cool.
All those early movies with Fabian and Enid Funicello, the home of Mickey Dora. I mean, it is fabled in longboard culture.
And this is the home of Declan Wyton. You can hear the crowd on air going crazy, and behind us.
Yeah, he was quite emotional there, thinking about, so engaged in this.
Absolutely. See Declan just feeling out the board, just trying to find a sweet sec, just lively on the tail and snapping that. That's that sort of 60-40 rail coming into play there.
This is like a really youthful attack on this wave, Kaipo.
Yeah, getting on the nose and then Some great footwork to get back and forth, utilizing the entire board, turning from the nose too, very impressive, and then turning from the middle of the board here, really building up the speed. But the impressive thing for me is when you get back on the tail, as we're watching this, and then being able to jam a big snap for the finish. Gliding over that section. But I guess this would be it. Will be Brody Sale versus Rio Waida. That's going to be a great matchup when we transition back to shortboard surfing. We had some classic longboard surfing this morning, and then progression is going to be next on the menu.
Great 4 steps up for Declan, tight in the pocket, coming from behind the section. Oh, and that thing, and he holds it. Wow, and he's going to ramp up for this. Oh, he's talking about airs for the shortboarders coming up. Kaipo, I think Declan had one on his mind just then.
Yeah, wow.
Certainly a lip glide right there. He did get the board right up in the lip there, and Bugs, it just looked like maybe a little more speed going into that maneuver would have served the purpose of getting out in front of that whitewater and avoid that explosion.
I mean, this is the speed of this wave is the impressive thing, and he nearly has to wash it off a bit, Matt.
Absolutely, and sort of went a bit high there, and then, yeah, he had no choice but to smash this end section. I'll tell you what, if he pulls that off, it will certainly go into his top 2 and may even have been his best score. That nose ride there, that was extremely difficult, that drop knee turn up into the 4 steps, and here 2 steps back, sort of a mid-face setup, and this thing, it just comes off the bottom and just shoots, and he lost his balance there a little bit. And that board reacting as that face bowled up and sort of curled around.
And so that robbed him of that time to really set this last manoeuvre up. And but this is a pretty thick lip, and that is just going for it. And in these ground swirls, that's what we're getting. He's going on this one.
Up on the nose. Nice trim line. Little bobble there might cost him. Gets to the lip. Glides through that section. Hoping for more on offer on the inside for the reform. A little bit of downtime coming through here. Wave starts splitting in 2.
Yeah, it's got that. Oh, he got over it.
Gets over that curb and unable to finish right on the sand.
And he's still looking at his clock. He's going, yeah, I've got 1:46. I'm going for it. This is great. He's going to fight to the death.
And he had to go this. You know, it's an open right-hander and beautiful tip control. That thing was just reeling ahead. Just a little bit messed up footwork there, but he still was able to tap that one off the top, but he gets the connection on the inside. This was where the points will be.
Yeah, this is so well done.
Look how high on the face he is.
Yeah.
And then that ins his toes. He's actually almost onto a 10 there. His toes are on the inside rail. You see it step back there, and that was very technical. Just lost a little composure there, and the judges are looking for flow as that key element. So just a little loss of flow there. But the commitment, that was there in spades. It's a small little bump, but I'm not sure if it's going to get here in time.
Oh, the score's good too.
Well, time for congratulations to Harrison Roach, because he will be meeting Ben Skinner in the final. There's our completed numbers, and a 15.5 takes Harrison Roach into that final here.